Hello, let's get into it. Genesis 1:24, New International Version. And God said, let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. New Living Translation. The only difference, produce every sort of animal, producing offspring of the same kind. Yes. Again, they're all saying the exact same thing. It's a myth that all the translations are saying so many different things and are wildly varied. It's a myth. It's made up by liars. They lie. Will they admit they're liars? No. They will try to defend themselves. But they are liars. Yeah. And it was so because Amplified is interesting. Then God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to, limited to, consistent with their kind. Then it says, and it was so, because he had spoken them into creation. Thanks, Amplified. Oh, I have nothing new. Amplified translations. NISB 1995 and 1977. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. Yeah. Oh. Any. Okay. Oh, yes. The creation. Ellicott's commentary, the creation of man is made distinct act in this. Yes. Yes. Okay, and also, the let the earth bring forth necessarily implies spontaneous generation, though such is the literal meaning. If you want to take things literally word for word. Have you ever been in around politics? You know you can't take everything word for word. Now, law. Laws, word for word, or. Anyway. However produced, we believe that the sole activity, active power, was the creative will of God, but his modus operandi, we know nothing. But of his modus operandi, we know nothing. Yes. Can God create evolution? Yes. Can he create the world in 6 days? Yes. He could create the entire universe as it is now in 6 seconds. Okay, the living creatures. The first Behemah. Yes, Behemah. Cattle. Literally dumb brute. Okay, that's kind of funny. Next is creeping thing, or moving thing, from verb translated moveth. It probably signifies the whole magnitude of small animals, and not reptiles particularly. Reptiles, I always thought of insects. But okay, sure. For strictly the word refers rather to the number than to their means of locomotion, and means a swarm. The third is the beasts of the earth, the wild animals that roam over a large extent of the country, including carnivora. But as a vegetable diet is expressly assigned in Genesis 1:30, is yeah. I guess that's one interpretation of that verse. Go to Inspired Philosophy, you want to know more. Or different views. A different view. Yes. The beasts of the earth. So it's different. So the cattle are seen differently from the wild animals, but wild animals don't necessarily include birds or fish. And this is interesting. See what we're learning and what are, and hopefully this is helpful in some way. The narrative of the flood foods consists consequently that there was no carnivora on the ark. Immediately afterwards, beasts that killed men were ordered to be destroyed. 9:5 through 6. Okay. Did they? And surely your blood of your lives I will require at the hand of every beast I will require it. And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother, I will require the life of man. Interesting. Let's see, does pulpit have something like day 3? This is distinguished as a double creative act: the production of the higher land animals and the creation of man. And of the latter of which is perhaps permissible to see a mute production in the vegetation which closed the first half of the creative week. In these words, the land animals are generically characterized as neshikare, or animated beings, in terms which they are subdivided. Okay, nothing too new. Does Cambridge Bible School the creation of the land animal immediately precedes that of mankind? It is implied that they are closer both in structure and in intelligence to the human race than animals of the water and air. On the other hand, the words "let the earth bring forth," the same phrase used in Genesis 1:11 to create the creation of the vegetable world. The vegetable. Why not just say the plant kingdom? That's the. Oh well. Emphasizes the difference in origin between the land animals and mankind, who are described in a special manner. Okay. Anything else? Oh, Barson, what do you have to say? Vincent. He that of stones can raise children of Abraham, who can call forth the universe from nothing, could easily produce animals from dull, slushish earth, although inanimate. So it seems like Benson is taking the young earth creation view. See, Matthew Henry, do you have anything interesting to say? God commanded the fish and the fowl to be produced. He commanded, he himself executed insects, which are more numerous than birds and beasts, the birds and the beast, and as curious seems to have been a part of the day's work. The Creator's wisdom and power are to be admired as much as an ant in much in an ant as in an elephant. Okay, thank you. Like, wow, thing's amazing. That seems to be all he. This day corresponds to the third Brennan's, and both land is the sphere of or petition. Both are perform the two acts of creative power. Yes, corresponds. Oh man, that's a lot of citations. What is all this? Kell and Dresser Bible Commentary. Sea and air are filled with living creatures, and the word of God goes forth to the earth to produce living beings after their kind. These are divided into three classes. Cattle denotes large domestic quadrupeds, occasionally the large land animals as a whole. Creeping things embraces smaller land animals, which either move on feet or with feet that are scarcely perceivable, like reptiles, insects, and more. And yes. Okay, blah 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 blah. Jason son of the Brown 6 day further advance was made by the creation of terrestrial animals of various species which incline the search. Okay, nothing to it. Gills. And God said, let the earth exploration of the entire Bible. Let the earth bring forth living creatures after its kind, all sorts of living creatures that live and move on the earth, not that the earth was endued with the power to produce these creatures of itself without the imposition of God. For though it might be impregnated with a quick virtue by the Spirit of God, which moves on whilst a fluid and has been prepared and disposed for such a production by the heat of the body of light created on the first day. Okay, he's kind of just saying things out with it. Oh, okay. That's the commentaries. Let's see. God, Elohim, still plural and masculine. Masculine plural. Said, into the earth, land, bring forth living, alive, raw, fresh, strong life. Creatures, a soul, living, being, life, self, person, desire, passion, appetite, emotion, according to its kind, a sort, a species, livestock, a dumb beast, any large quadruped animal. Elephants are dumb. They thought dumb. Not me. Anyway, lion crawlers, a reptile, any other rapidly moving animal. And wild animals, alive, raw, fresh, strong, life. Yes, this. That's the same word. Let's see, wait a second. Wild animals, living. Yeah, it's not the same word, but it can be translated to mean the same thing. Huh. And it was so. And then the next verse we got. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that moved along the ground according to their kinds, and God saw that it was good. All saying the exact same thing. Kind in order creation. Okay. Pulpit. Large and powerful herbivores first take the field with only a few carnivora. These pass away. Other herbivora with a large portion of carnivore next appear. Okay. These also are exterminated. So with the others. Their kind. The latter may be the order of time, and the former order of rank, or the other two division of the work. Okay. I should not bet that the principle of life being not now introduced for the first time. Okay. Stuff. And I suppose that's all for today. Go watch my other videos.